Welcome back to another episode of Tech for Thought, where we break down the latest in AI, finance, and technology. Today we're doing something pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff going on in the AI world right now, the AI space. Specifically, Chris, you brought up OpenAI's agent builder. So, like, what exactly is that? You texted it earlier. I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best way to break it down. I would say, Sahib, you've worked a lot with agent building stuff. How would you actually compare it to more of something like Copilot or kind of its competitors?
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking Microsoft side, I'd say it's kind of like a logic app type thing where you can, build workflows and have AI functionality within that workflow. So essentially, you're orchestrating a bunch of workflows that have AI capabilities built into it. So you can add apps to this, agent builder, and in this case, apps are just MCP servers, but they wanted to brand it as apps. So because not many people probably know what an MCP server is if they're not like a developer or into the tech space. So they called it app that you can connect to this workflow builder essentially, and then you can connect to a lot of other stuff you use, and you can basically automate your business processes. So I'd say it's kind of like a kind of like an N8N Zapier Power Automate logic app. Basically you're building agents without actually having to write code, kind of like a drag and drop interface, just like logic apps and stuff.
Yeah, can you break down kind of more of what that means as far as what, like, if I were to build an agent right now, what does it mean for me to build an agent? Because I feel like whenever people talk about, oh, I'm building an agent, I feel like a lot of people get lost easily in what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Could you break it down a little bit for people that aren't as familiar?
Yeah, so an agent or agentic AI essentially is an LLM that has access to various tools, functions, function calling to call, you know, Python code to, run different things or access different tools. So before, you had ChatGPT, Anthropic, Claude, etc., that you could talk to it, but then all it could access was its own general knowledge that it was trained on. But then once you gave that LLM and that chat experience, access to the internet, access to different tools like your calendars, access to function calling to be able to run code, that's when we got into agentic AI, where you would ask the you know in natural language, you would ask the LLM to do something, and then it would understand what tools to call based on your input. And so that's essentially what an agent is. With Agent Builder, you're able to kind of create those orchestrations and allow those workflows to happen. So let's say you say like do this, it'll trigger that specific workflow, do a bunch of stuff to it, and then within that workflow itself, you can also run ChatGPT like inferencing on data and stuff like that. But the thing about Agent Kit is that it is not LLM agnostic, meaning that you can't use any LLM with it. It has to be OpenAI's GPT models, which you would have to get API keys and then you know
Hmm.
pay for specific just OpenAI calls with
Yeah,
it.
I wonder how
So
they're
to
going
kind
to
of
price that.
expand, uh,
I don't think I don't think they're going to expand it. It's just another way for them to make money. Doing the workflows. The
Mm.
costs will keep going up, and they'll keep getting money, etc. If they open that up to other LLMs, they're not going to get that inferencing cost from those API
Yeah.
usages.
So I
so
got a
like,
couple questions. Sorry,
oh,
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
ask this one thing real quick because I was interested. You said earlier you said ChatGPT inferencing. What does that mean?
Yeah. So, well, inferencing means that you tell something to an LLM, and then
Uh-huh.
the LLM, does a bunch of stuff on it. It
I
it
see. Okay.
runs like inferencing on those tools, those that data, etc. to get like insights and stuff from it, and spit that back out or create
Interesting.
an Excel sheet or whatever you want to create a graph,
Just
like a bar
tasks.
graph or something.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So I want to wrap back onto this agentic AI thing because I think we see it everywhere right now.
Hmm.
And there's, again with the AI slop, I think a lot of people from the get-go of since OpenAI, ChatGPT's blown up, everybody just throws AI into everything. So then when things like agentic AI, that term starts coming up, people are so overwhelmed trying to figure out what all this other AI things are that something like agentic AI can also just come across as another slop term, right? So I think it's important for people to understand the value of agentic AI versus kind of like as the evolution, because I think a lot of people don't realize that when we say like agentic AI, we're talking about, especially in a case now where they're offering their own builders to public or enterprise level situations, like would you say it compares to like Copilot Builder or, something like that? Maybe not in capability, but in purpose, like where so for instance, if you ever use Microsoft 365 Copilot, it's like their standalone application or it's integrated into the enterprise level applications. The agentic AI part of that is that you can go in and say, I want to see, I don't know, sum up a conversation that I've had with a open ticket, right? Like the other day I had to open up a ticket for something on my work computer and there was a long chain, right? And
Hmm.
so I could go into Microsoft 365 Copilot as my agentic, you know, front line, I guess, and ask, hey, can you sum up the main points of this and provide the links that they provided all in one spot? So that's like an agentic AI experience, right? So
When you
whenever we
like
talk
you would
about,
for a co-pilot, so specifically,
well, yeah, for anything like that, right?
or
So like
like,
if
oh,
you
I see,
have
surface
like
level things.
ChatGPT is agentic AI. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But where you're interacting and speaking with it with the front end of an LLM, right? That's what qualifies as agentic AI, correct?
Uh,
On a
well,
simple,
agentic. You have regular chatbots, which is what originally ChatGPT was.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Agentic AI is when it's able to call tools, etc., and run work.
Like
Oh,
natural
wow. Okay.
language
Yeah,
model
yeah,
type
yeah.
thing.
Because you can
But
connect it to your calendar actually.
Yeah,
yeah,
so a chatbot, just it's just just regular thing, like regular talking to an LLM, and then it gives you an answer back. Agentic AI is when you talk to an LLM and then through natural language, it's able to understand. I need to connect to this tool that I'm connected to be able to answer this user's question, rather than just using its underlying, you
yeah,
know, model knowledge weights that it's been trained
yeah.
on.
So that's why Microsoft 365 Copilot falls under that because you're
I
Yes,
saying
see.
it's
pretty
using
And
much.
that's why you said
multiple,
frontline too. Okay.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
using multiple things. And then, when you develop, like he's talking about N8N, I'm not familiar. I see N8N mentioned everywhere right now in all
Yeah,
my
I see it
feeds.
all. Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's like front end and you have all your APIs and MCP servers connected on the back end to do all your
Dude,
tasks.
people
So
make apps with it too. Like they
I
can make
mean,
crazy like productivity apps.
yeah,
NAN is essentially another workflow RPA service. So it's an automation service. And
yeah,
so you can, deploy it locally. You can buy the actual licenses to, there's like a community version you can deploy locally. There's a self-hosting one that you can pay for, that gives you a little bit more functionality. And then obviously there's enterprise versions where you can run all these different workflows as well, and kind of like Power Automate, where you can do send JSON payloads and then do stuff in JSON, etc. So it's like a automate. It's basically just another automation service, and that's essentially what this agent builder is. But then they also give you the ability to uh, put the chat kit, connect it with the chat kit to create the chat UI that allows you to talk to these workflows essentially.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane.
So is this all kind of built around in like NLP, natural language processing models, like at the core, or am I kind of
So this is basically just like like logic apps, right? So you, instead of building the code and the APIs to, let's say, do a connection to Salesforce, right? There's already a built-in connector. You just say, hey, I want to add this node. You add the Salesforce node, and then you just put in your information, and then you didn't code that workflow. It's basically just a drag and drop experience. That's
yeah.
what this agent builder is.
So how would you say I know I've seen you mention him in comparison. I don't know if it was exactly this, but you've talked about N8N versus OpenAI's alternatives. So, and I love how you're always so passionate about OpenAI. So, where's your line that you're drawing there? Like, where's your variance? Like, what are you seeing that's different that you like or don't like?
I mean, the issue with Agent Builder, and currently there's multiple issues, especially around security. There people have done security reviews of it. Obviously, it just came out, so I don't expect that to though a lot of those security issues to be there. Hopefully, but the issue with Agent Builder is that if you're using Agent Builder to deploy all your enterprise stuff, you are locked into that vendor, right? And so you're only able to use OpenAI API keys. So unlike, a Logic app where you can connect to, Azure AI Foundry or N8N where you can use any APIs really and connect to multiple models, you can't do that with AgentKit. And there's a lot of security issues with OpenAI. Obviously, you're stuck in that vendor lock-in. You can't use any other LLMs. And, somebody did a security review of Agent Builder, and with just the push of a button, you can essentially by accident deploy your entire app to the internet for anybody to use.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
that's a big issue that hopefully OpenAI fixes. There's other issues. I'm not going to list all of them, but that's a really big glaring issue,
Yeah.
obviously, because let's say a developer accidentally deploys it, and now somebody finds it and starts using the thing to pull a bunch of information from your enterprise. And one of the big issues is that there's no guardrails around user queries, and user queries are sent directly to the system prompt, which allows for even more prompt injection, allowing for users to bypass the security of that LLM, that app, and say, hey, give me this, give me this information. So um, definitely, definitely big issues with Agent Kit currently.
Yeah. Would you say it's more like a beta right now, though? Kind of beta stage?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's probably, since they already announced it, I'd say it's a public preview.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's what
Public preview.
I know, Miss, and I kind of want to touch real quick. I know we've mentioned it on the pod before, but we talk about MCP servers a lot, and I just want to clear it up for anybody that's not super certain. But MCP servers, boiled down to the easiest point, is just how an LLM speaks to other products or software kind of thing. So, like if I wanted to check my calendar, my Google Calendar or my Outlook calendar, let's say my Outlook calendar, right? I would need LLM can't speak directly to like an API like you typically could. So an MCP server basically will make it to where you could do that on the short end. I'm not explaining it super in depth, but know that if I talk to an agent and say, "Hey, I need this done," that's how it's going to talk to whatever software system I'm.
Interesting. So like if I wanted to connect it to my Google Calendar to make an item there, it could do that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because LLMs, the way they work, they can't naturally communicate with the Google Calendar
Yeah,
API,
they need to
right?
be
So
connected. Okay.
they need a bridge, and that's what MCP is.
Bridge. That's what it's called. Did you guys see the new Sonnet? Did you guys get to play around with Claude Sonnet? Anthropic just announced it. Their the new 4.5 model. So
yeah,
now it could take on agent workflows, and it's also like it's just a lot better than the previous version. Do you guys see it?
yeah. I mean, I've been playing with it. Cool thing about it, about Claude in general now is that it can actually give you files to download, which is great.
Oh, wow.
Before you couldn't like download files and it wouldn't create files for you. Yeah, now it goes through like a whole workflow and actually creating the files for you, and you can actually download them now rather than having to copy and paste everything you wanted to do. Which is cool. 4.5 lets you do that now.
Those are really
And
cool.
yeah, and so you can do tons of different things. They're moving more towards the agent experience, stuff like that. So they're constantly adding things, which is great. 4.5 is definitely smart, definitely smarter, and it can do stuff fairly well, fairly quickly. I'm not going to say that it's the greatest at coding, but you can tell it's definitely smarter than its predecessor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny watching the evolution of this stuff, especially code related, because I think it's the most tangible thing, most measurable thing in general that people use at scale. And it's fun to watch like the different things that these companies are implementing, whether it be kind of a live IDE or, how was it on Manus where you can watch the code be written live and what is it? Did GPT-5 do the same
Yeah,
thing?
it has file creation capabilities as well. I don't know if
But
it's
is
four
it
and a
like
half
writing
or
it? Which
4.5.
one is it that writes it live and then shows you when it like stops and finds errors and then goes back and rewrites it and stuff like
I
that?
think that's
So
4.5 Pro.
that's technically agent mode. So ChatGPT now has agent mode.
Okay,
But
that's what
obviously for plus users, I think you can only do like 50 agent calls. Manus essentially is you can do unlimited agent calls, but obviously that's credit based, and so Manus gives their basically agent orchestration engine access to a bunch of VMs, and so there you can actually see it doing stuff on the terminal, running code to actually generate things and stuff like that.
that's the
But
one that I
but in
like.
general, any LLM could you could see the LLM write code. But Manus you can actually see like try to test its code and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, that was one of the more impressive things whenever I was going around testing stuff was just and watching videos and stuff like that, reading articles. It's like being able to watch it, run it, test it, stop it, go back and fix it, explain it the whole way. I think that's very impressive. I
Twist it.
also like seeing how these companies are starting to integrate with existing companies, so
Mhm.
like Replit, um, Microsoft's got their own thing going with Visual Studio Code. So I like it more in a sense of I'm already coding and I can refer to the agent rather than go to an agent and expect it to give me the full code, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So kind of like how we typically talk on here about how AI is more of an assistant than it is a do everything for me. So I'd say, like more of an assistant, re- less of a full employee, You're not going to
Yep.
ask it to do all the work, but you might have the person that's doing the work ask it for assistance here. So,
Yep. Augmentation rather than replacement.
yeah, fancier way to say it, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely cool. Like, it's just, I wonder how, like, what even the future is going to be like with this stuff. Like, is it going to get to a point where you can have like a team of agents and then like in one model or something?
Well, I
It's just,
mean,
I
you
don't
can
even
already
know.
do teams of
Yeah, you could
agents.
do a team of agents, but like,
That's what multi-agent
I guess
orchestration is,
what I'm
right?
trying to ask, like, what's the next step? Like, what? I guess it's AGI.
Well, yeah. I
There'll
mean,
be steps before we get to AGI.
yeah. I
You think
mean,
AGI
so?
is a
Like, what do you?
long way
I
out.
guess that's
We're
what I'm
probably
trying
like,
to, yeah, like I'm trying to figure out what do you think is the most likely outcome from something like
I
this?
stand on that we're like 10 years minimum before AGI, probably longer, depending on how AI currently develops, and it'll contribute to a lot of rapid evolution for sure. So maybe that 10-year timeline is little bit naive. I'm not sure, but I think we're not going to be worrying about that. I think next step between here and there is just going to be it's just going to be gradually growing and growing. I don't think there's going to be one more massive step between here and there. I think for
It's
the
gonna be
most part we're
something
at
steady.
I think it'll be rapid growth still. I just don't think that you're gonna see anything insane. Like I'd say Agentic AI's explosion recently was probably the biggest core step for a little
Mm.
while. I think, I mean, so you run into a lot more shortcomings or blockers. So you probably would be the better one to ask on that of what needs to be solved, what will be solved.
The biggest issue with LLMs is obviously the ability to prompt inject, right? I mean, there's no way to stop someone from doing some prompt injecting without vast amounts of like guardrails, etc., built in, um because the way an LLM works is it has its system prompt, and then when a user asks something, it basically sends that whole payload with the system prompt as context, right? So when somebody does prompt injection, there's no way for somebody to be like, hey, if somebody says this, ignore this, because the whole way an LLM works is it takes everything at once and then inferences on it. So I think we need to fix that issue for sure somehow. Obviously, I'm not a full machine learning engineer. I mean, I
Mm.
understand how it works, but I'm not, in the weeds of doing
Right.
PhD research into
Right.
machine learning. So I wouldn't know what to fix. Obviously, I don't know, figuring out a way to you know, make these models better without just increasing the size of the model, because
Hmm.
that's not sustainable. I mean, we're already using vast amounts of resources
Polluting
for
so
running
much
these
water.
models, and we see that with Claude and Anthropic recently, where they just released new usage limits, and uh, it's all over Reddit. Like people are saying, like, "Oh, this is terrible. I'm basically reaching my week limit in a day," stuff like that. So, um, it, it's
Efficiency is a next step.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
efficiency
Yeah. That's a good point.
and guardrails, and
Yeah.
yeah, probably more security around MCPs
I
and stuff
mean,
like that.
and speaking of guardrails, do you guys see the California? They're releasing this new bill, SB 53. This guy, he's a senator from California, Scott Wiener. He passed a law, this bill called SB 53, and it's supposed to like increased transparency around large AI labs about safety and security from what the article said. So like to mitigate like cybersecurity risks, like CrowdStrike, I mean, comes to mind when I think of cybersecurity. I mean, that was a crazy one that happened. But so what do you guys think of this bill and just in general, what do you guys think about increasing transparency for large AI labs? Do you guys think it's a good idea or how do you guys see this evolving from where it is now?
I mean, sure, it's a great idea, but with the new Sora that came out, it adds its watermarks, right? But to show that it's AI
The metadata
generated,
as well.
but people are already building tools that remove the watermark from those videos.
Yeah.
So like,
That's why the metadata aspect is probably the most important, frankly. Because
I mean,
removing watermarks has literally been something that you could do since the freaking dawn of watermarks. Like
Mm.
when I was 14, recording videos on my phone and having to use a video editing thing on my phone, I was able to figure out how to remove a watermark for using the free version of a video editor. They used to put a little watermark on there.
yeah. So like,
That's crazy.
I mean, sure, this is a step in the right direction, but I mean, without further, worldly guardrails, like I don't know what this is going to do besides,
Yeah, same.
surface
Yeah,
level security or something.
I will say something I saw in the Sora 2 stuff is that anytime a real person was mentioned in a video, like make Will Smith eating spaghetti or whatever, they it will refuse to put the actual person on there.
You guys
So
want to try
parts
it
of
out?
sure. We don't have a
Sure, we
yeah,
can do it.
we can do a couple.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude.
I keep seeing everybody's generating SpongeBob stuff everywhere. Like that's all I'm seeing, I swear. Wait, let's see the SpongeBob one that you just passed. I want to see this one right here.
Random.
I did it! I finally got it! Outstanding. The audience loves me.
This little gizmo's gonna change the ocean forever.
Mayonnaise solo!
Ah, Bikini Bottom. Here we leave our nautical friends, and as
I did it! I finally
That's nice. Dude, that's crazy though, man. I mean, like, oh, these ones with Sam Altman are funny too.
Yeah, they have a lot with Sam Altman, which is weird because at first it wouldn't let you put Sam Altman in them, so that's interesting.
Okay. Do we want to try making something? See how
Yeah, what do
Sora
you
Yeah,
does?
let's think of a prompt. You got an idea?
we can do didn't we do a yellow school bus driving or
Oh
something?
yeah, do the yellow school bus driving by, driving through a neighborhood.
Yeah, yellow school bus driving through
Or
suburban neighborhood.
suburban.
Or yeah, neighborhood. Keep it kind of vague and just see what the creativity is of it. I can't
All
spell.
right, so it's queued up. If you guys want to think of maybe some other prompts that we can use, we can also use these cameos. So before, apparently you could use like just anybody. And like that's why you see people of like Bob Ross, ones of Bob Ross and just like really famous people. But now they
Hmm.
have something similar, it's just called cameos. Just like different people. I'm trying to scroll.
Oh, so Jake Paul made his own cameo, which is why you can use him. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
like you can
Gotcha.
use all these people. I'm trying to see
Interesting.
who else.
Because like I
Oh, that's
think
weird.
if
Can you
you
not
make a
like?
cameo, I can put you in a video. No, I guess you can't for yourself, actually. I can't remember the exact regulation they had around like your own image.
All right, enough of that. Stop generating Pikachu videos, please. It's getting a little out of hand. We can be more creative. Try cats, for instance. That's all.
Twist, that's actually just Sam Altman.
Yeah,
I
was it
mean, look
not?
at this. This is crazy, man. Oh, look, is this?
When the world gets wild and the war drums pound, there's a
Wow.
little square piece that we've all found. Oda's got the plan and he waves his fan. EA also keeps it cool with a steady.
What I love too about it is like the creativity. Like these are actual historical figures.
Kids on Christmas in the 90s, that's what that looks like. Mario, what the heck?
We'll just pull a little of that blue right across the water here, let it glide. There it goes. So easy. Pick up some dark green, and we'll drop in a few friendly evergreens hanging out on the shore. Touch a light on the mountain. We'll just pull a little of that blue right across the water here, let it glide.
Is that the sphere?
Yeah. I mean, people make music videos. Creativity is crazy.
Detective
Oh, is this
Pikachu.
what? I didn't even know you could do this. Well, this is probably
They just add
that's pretty
a.
cool.
The colossal puppet.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I do keep seeing a ton of the Pokemon ones too.
Oh, there it is.
Hang on, there's a squirrel.
I see it.
That looks amazing.
Wow.
That's a
Wow.
lot better than what it was.
Good.
Yeah, that's crazy better than what it was. Like, look at the leaves and the grass on the near side.
Hang on, there's a squirrel. I see it.
Do you guys want to do like a more wackier one?
Yeah, well, we could probably do something
Like pirates going grocery shopping or something.
There you go. Yeah,
um
use your creativity. Shoot.
we can do something like pirates in a boardroom trying
Explaining
to
stocks.
elect a new CEO for their ship.
Okay.
For their ship, electing a new captain,
But I want to say CEO, so that's more funny.
CEO. What is it? Wait, what did I just watch this cat do? The cat, it's just. I thought that it was on repeat. It's just cat flipping you off.
It is.
Nah, the cat ones are funny though. Like this cat on the right, just running into the sign.
Okay,
All
let's
right,
send it.
let's run it.
These,
What?
these are so random.
Oh my god, are you?
That's
Are
what I
you
was saying. It's the
flipping
one
me
that was
off?
just playing on repeat in the background the whole time.
I mean, that's insane.
Sorry in advance, viewers.
Yeah.
What?
Is this person handcuffing
Mac and
macaroni
cheese?
and
Hands
cheese?
or edges
Keep
behind your
it
back.
still.
Got the cuffs. Watch the drip. There we
Crazy.
go. Click 1, click 2. Cuffs are secure.
Arresting
You're
the
not
mac
sliding
and
anywhere. Cheese.
cheese.
We'll get it bagged for transport. All right, big guy. Let's keep
What?
it.
I don't
I
know. Is the
mean,
joke that it's bad mac and cheese? Like,
Yeah, I
I
have
don't
no
even know.
idea. Is that somebody making a real life soda pop?
Where?
The video above, like the soda pop from K-pop Demon, is it Demon Hunters?
People will stop using AI to make me say 6, 7.
Everybody keeps just randomly saying 6'7".
As well.
4
years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent.
Quick plug. I'm raising a Series A for Omnicoin. It's a fully decentralized carbon negative
San
payment layer for the
Francisco
metaverse
Tech
thing.
Bro.
All right, what's
Alright,
the
I think it's
status on that video? Okay.
We need a captain who can steer this ship through the storm, and you're looking at him.
Captain who sank 2 quarters in a row? Not a chance.
Crew voted me first mate for a reason. I'm the one bringing in the treasure.
Treasure's no good if the hull leaks. We need a captain who can steer this ship through
That's
the storm.
pretty good.
You're looking at him.
Captain who sank 2
Man,
quarters
this
in a
looks
row?
like,
Not a chance.
Crew voted me first mate for a
12-part
reason. I'm the
series.
one bringing in the treasure.
Treasure's no good if the
captain
hull
that
leaks.
sank 2 quarters in a row.
Drama.
Yo, they did a good job of combining like the pirate and the corporate thing there.
Yeah. All right. You guys see it?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So this is VO3, right? VO2?
VO3.
Yeah, 3.
VO3. Okay. Not bad.
I don't
That
know,
looks
decent. I mean,
so good. That looks
looks
so
good.
good.
I don't see
But
any.
like where's the bus going? Like that would definitely be going onto the sidewalk. With the other one, it was more like it was at a stop sign or something.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
mean,
made
it
I'll
more
also
say
sense.
like
has
The continuity of it, I guess.
the words on the bus are a little weird. Like,
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the words aren't there but I mean as far as everything else goes, I mean like if you look at this
It's
car
pretty
on the
good.
right, look at this car on the right. Look at its wheels.
Oh yeah.
There's like
yeah,
little things like that on it, and it seems like it didn't get the wheels on any of them right.
Yeah.
But it like the grass and like the imperfections, you see the imperfect gaps between the grass and like the concrete, and there's some like debris down at the bottom of the um what's it called there. So I mean, look at the shadows
Driveway.
too. They're pretty consistent as far as direction and stuff like that.
pretty decent.
So those are
I
underrated
mean, not
things.
bad for sure. This is awesome.
Even I'd say the
Um,
shadows are a little iffy.
yeah, yeah,
but at least they're there.
Yeah.
yeah. You got
So
something there. Not
Yeah,
bad.
they're definitely not perfect, but as an overall general thing.
This is
All right, let's see.
So
Oh,
this
I
is the
already love this
pirate.
one.
This one looks good.
this is outrageous.
You will listen to me.
I have the right to speak.
Huh?
okay, the ending is a little weird. She basically
But this
crumbles.
right here, this is pretty cool.
I have the right to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
I
what
mean,
the
off the
heck that
bat, you can
is.
see like, look at his fingers.
She also does spawn out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, she just does like one of those like dance things.
Listen to me.
Yeah, her.
Speak.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
and
it's
this
decent.
one,
I
it
mean,
like made them wear like their, I guess traditional attire, like a traditional
Yeah,
pirate attire.
yeah,
looks good.
Whereas the other one mended it, like almost like used kind of used the situation of the prompt, like leaned into that.
Yeah,
right. So for the
I think the
viewers,
big thing
essentially
here is
our
just
yeah,
yeah,
essentially our prompt was, pirates, in a boardroom in an intense, debate about who should be the new CEO, essentially. Um,
Yeah.
and
Definitely cool. I mean, this is like the next iteration of this is going to be insane. I mean, like
yeah,
we already
we'll
see
see.
like with Sora too, that
hmm
ooh, it's this shiny new thing.
Yep, yep.
And then after that, there's going to be a whole other thing that's going to just be insane.
Well,
Um,
VO3 was this good. I mean, this is progression of what, like 6 months when VO3 came out last, or
This is,
four
yeah,
months
this is
ago?
yeah,
crazy,
probably
man.
something like that, 6 months or something.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Um,
yeah,
do we want to see? Do we want to show them
yeah.
Sora now?
Look at the two that we generated earlier. Yeah, that was better than I was expecting. I will say it's kind of interesting seeing the difference between Sora now that I've
The
watched a
older
few
Sora,
now. Huh?
the older Sora wasn't the greatest.
It was bad. It was so bad. Because I
Yeah, it
mean,
was very
VO3
bad.
even the step between VO3 and Sora 2, I would say Sora 2 is substantially better than VO3 in
Yeah,
general. And
yeah.
so the jump is insane. I want to know how they improve it so much. What are the little things
Um,
they're doing in the back end to improve it so much?
yeah, I mean, probably like video rendering and shape enhancement, training it more on shapes and you know rendering power and stuff like that, and just training it better and how to take what it's been trained on to actually produce something.
Captain who can steer this ship through the storm, and you're looking at him. Captain who sank 2 quarters in a row? Not a chance.
The crew voted
Yeah,
me
like I
first
was
mate
saying,
for
I
a
mean,
reason.
there's
I'm the one bringing in the treasure.
Treasure's
way
no good
more
if the whole
story
leaks.
in this
Ages.
one.
We need
Yeah,
a
and
captain who
the actual
Can I pause it?
like
Yeah.
the words that they're saying, like pirate that sank 2 quarters in a row, you know,
Yeah. That makes
CEOs
more
manage
sense.
their quarters, etc. Yeah, I mean the idea, it actually pulled like the actual idea out and actually fully developed the story better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Veo kind of just put them into a boardroom and had them yelling at each other.
You will listen to me.
I have the right to speak.
It's definitely cinematic too, but then it just doesn't make too much sense.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say good on VO3 here is the reflections off this like glossy table surface look really
Oh,
good.
that's really
Oh
good. I didn't
yeah.
even notice that. Good catch.
You will listen to me.
I have the right to
Like,
speak.
wow, that's actually really good.
Yeah, that's cool.
steer this ship through the storm, and you're looking at him.
Captain who sank 2 quarters in a row? Not a
The
chance.
crew voted me first mate for a reason. I'm the one bringing in the treasure.
Treasure's no good if the whole leaks.
Ages.
Yeah.
Same thing on this video though. Watch behind the red hair lady on the glass behind them. There's a reflection
We
of
need a
her
captain
moving
who can
around.
steer this ship through the storm, and you're looking at him.
Captain who sank 2 quarters in
This one?
Yeah, between her and the gray hair guy.
a row?
Back in the
Not a
background.
The
chance.
crew voted me first mate
Oh,
for a
yeah.
reason. I'm the one bringing in the treasure.
Treasure's no good if the whole
See the
leaks.
lights.
Ages.
Looks
We
like
need
a
a
lot of
captain who can
lights.
steer this ship through the
Whenever
storm.
she gets up to move and stuff,
Looking at
her
it.
body reflections
Captain who
go
sank
off
2
over there.
quarters in a row? Not a
The
chance.
crew voted me first mate for a reason. I'm the one bringing in the
You see
treasure.
it.
Treasure's no.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I think that's really impressive. That's a hard thing to get it down.
Yeah. So that stuff, that's cool.
But the bus looked really good. I didn't notice whether it put text and stuff on there or not.
Hang on to the squirrel.
I see it.
Like, yeah, it's like way more of a story.
You're good. That's correct.
Cool. I mean, the wheels work.
And it does have words, but they're also glitchy.
Yeah,
School bus,
So I
yeah.
did get the school bus text down correctly. The lights are going off like they would. I see it.
It says hang on to the squirrel.
I mean, this one also
Yeah,
adds some
yeah.
story with the girl saying, "Hey, there's a squirrel on the road," and the driver says, "I see it," and stops.
Is
I didn't even
that?
see a squirrel. Was there a squirrel?
Oh, I thought it was right there.
Where you got not? Where you guys not? No, I mean she says it.
Yeah. I just wonder why they would say it if there's no scroll, but
Well,
I
it was
guess.
probably off camera. I just thought you said earlier that you saw it.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
And then
The
this is
girl was
video.
talking about it.
This one looks good, but
It's
I
kind
mean,
of choppy.
It
I love that it's
looks.
going through a neighborhood though.
I feel like it it kind of just enhanced the colors a little too much.
Right,
It
yeah.
kind of gives it like a oversaturated look, kind
Yeah.
Yeah.
of.
And it doesn't get
Maybe
the
it's
Like
just
it's
like
text
too
a
good
suburban.
on any
just
parts of it.
too bright. Um,
Yeah.
or maybe I don't know. Maybe this is just early in the morning or something. But this one just feels a little too saturated, even though everything else looks
Hmm.
fine. The Sora
It
one
also
kind of
looks too
just looks like
perfect,
it's like a it looks more realistic
realistic.
with the
Yeah.
saturation. It looks like
I mean,
real
even if
colors.
you look at like the side, like look at the reflection mirror things on the front of the VO3, like pause it right here.
My bad.
No, back
Right
a little
here?
bit more when it first gets the front to like go back like 10 seconds right there. Oh, it's a 5 second clip. Okay. Just right here. See the like reflector thing right here, like the running lights?
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like, look at that versus the other,
Yeah.
versus Sora 2. Like it's Sora 2's looks so much better.
Yeah.
Like Vio's kind of looks like a stinger.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's cool. I mean,
Yeah, that
it
looks
shows
good.
like shows the constant evolution, and who knows where we will be in half a year. Obviously, it it's both cool and scary because there are already people, even if we can spot the issues with these, there are still people out there that look at videos and think they're real. And to be honest, some videos even I have a hard time telling. I have to like really be looking for things. So um, yeah, but it's exciting and cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm more curious to see what the use case is going to be for a lot of people that use it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know? Because like, what do you like outside of creating just like funny content temporarily for yourself? Like, what is your
marketing,
long-term realistic goal of an 8 second clip or 10 second
marketing.
clip or however long it
Yeah,
is?
marketing.
That's for
Yeah.
marketing.
It's gonna go crazy in marketing world. People are already making commercials with
Yeah.
Dude, every time I see an AI generated commercial,
it. Good old
no.
capitalism.
Let me write down this company real quick so I never use.
But yeah,
Yeah,
with that,
I'm an AI guy. I love it, but sometimes they just do it in such an awful way. It's like you zero effort. I don't know. Some of it's just really off-putting. But yeah, I mean, security is going to be a big thing. I think next week we'll probably touch on some of the security changes being made now, and there's a lot of conflict right now around government regulation and kind of what the public is looking for.
Yeah.
So I think we'll have to have a good conversation next week on where that's at now, where it looks like it's going, and some of the things that have been released later lately. Maybe this new law in California will probably be expanded out a little bit further and see where that takes things. So
Yep.
yep.
Yep. For
With
sure.
with that being said, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Tech for Thought. Check out our link tree. It's definitely still up there. And it's if it's not ready, just shoot us an email. But
Yeah. Glad to be
link
back.
tree is up
So
there. You could find out all the stuff, all the links.
yeah, for sure. Glad to be back, and definitely look forward to more frequent episodes going forward. So thanks, guys.
all right. Yep.
Bye.
Thank
Peace.
you.